slavery was a choice to me, to Nat Turner, to Harriet Tubman. That's
Harry
what he said.
Tubbs.
To Nat Turner, slavery is a choice. To Harriet Tubman, slavery was a choice because I had a choice to run. I had a choice to fight. That's what he was saying. And I understood like that. Express it. He did like when you heard it, he was saying you choose to go to slavery. But when I talked to him, he absolutely right. Because I'm Nat Turner too. I'm Harriet Tubman too. I'm gonna do what I want to do by any means. I'm gonna take what I want.
Goddamn right.
I'm gonna get to where I want to be in life. And he got the same mindset. So in all actuality, it was a choice. It's not a choice. No, to be in slavery, but it's your choice. Are you gonna fight? Are you gonna die? Are you gonna make a difference? It's your choice. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just like Huey Newton said. I would rather live on my feet than die on my knees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that the most important thing he said is I talked to him.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing, man. Everybody is hating on Kanye right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is, motherfuckers still pick up the phone when he called.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, when Kanye West call you, you going to pick up the phone and you going to talk to him. Like, or you're going to call Kanye and he's going to pick up the phone for you. So he's still a human being. Still having human interactions with people on his echelon.
Right, and that's what I was saying last week. Like, man, dude is still a black man. He's still from Chicago. He still knows what he knows. Like, he knows what's going on. Like man, he ain't no damn fool.
He's still going to talk to T.I. He's still going to talk to Chance.
Exactly.
G Herbo. He's still going to talk to Trump. He's still going to talk to...
Right.
You know, the motherfucker's still going to talk to him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's just, he broke the cardinal rule. You know, what they say in certain circles, no business, no politics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He broke that cardinal rule. Like, it's cool if he was to, you know, nuance something in the music.
It's no. It's religion, business, and politics. It's what you don't talk with your in-laws on the first meeting. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he went out on a limb, especially being a black dude, talking about some shit that ain't welfare or Obama phones, or I'd have voted for Obama for a third term. Like, nigga, if you ain't endorsing Hillary, you better not say shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, man, you stupid.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kanye has always been Kanye West, though. He's not gonna not be Kanye West.
He just Kanyeing on some political shit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Everybody, welcome. Episode 25, Faculty Lounge Podcast.
Yep.
In your face. John J over here.
Elton Scott.
Matt
Black. Anonymous. Art Basel.
Yeah, Arthur Basil.
What's
cracking, y'all? Welcome back to the show. Got a few things we're gonna talk about today. Tyronn Lue got fired, man.
Man, Tyronn Lue got fired, man.
Yeah, he got fired. I knew he was gonna get fired, man.
That's what he get for winning K-Swiss.
Hey, look. With the moment when AI stepped over him in the playoffs, I knew his career would end this way.
I didn't think he would end up being LeBron James' assistant coach, but
no, he was LeBron James' intern.
Yeah, he was.
That's what he was. LeBron was the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Come on, man. You see what happened? What was Buddy name? The first coach, David Blatt.
I don't know.
They got rid of him after 9 games and brought Lue in.
He didn't even make it 9 games.
9 games. Tyronn Lue, they fired him. What? The Cavs was 0-6 and they got rid of his ass.
0-6.
0-6.
And the Bulls ain't doing that good.
Look, it's 82 games in the season though. They fire him after 6.
I mean, you got to win every other game to be in that contender for that, to beat Golden State. You know,
look,
like everybody wanted to beat the Bulls. That's fucked up. That now you got to say to beat Golden State. Yeah. Now Golden State has the winning this record.
That's just an illusion of grandeur to think the Cavaliers would have started any other way than how they started.
I mean, look who else is on the East. You know, I mean, the Bulls are better than the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got Boston, you got fucking
it's
Atlanta.
It's like PTSD or something, or like postpartum depression. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that shit's real.
I know it's real.
A woman could be sitting there with her baby in her arms and be crying that the baby is not in her stomach no more.
That's J.R. Smith. He's sitting in the locker room.
Where's my bro? I need my bro.
No, but I think this is a testament to the greatness that is LeBron James.
Yeah, man.
Because every team he leave,
I don't know, man.
LeBron James needs to get MVP every single year.
And then you see Mike, you see Wizard Mike,
Mm-hmm.
and he wasn't like the Bulls. I mean, the Bulls sucked after Mike left, yeah, but the Wizards didn't become great because Mike got there.
It's true. So it's a whole nother dynamic because every team LeBron goes to becomes a better team.
Yeah, I still don't think they're the best team in California, but it's
Oh, hell no. But it's a damn. Have you watched any of the games yet?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely good TV.
I watched the Spit game. I didn't watch the Spit game, but I definitely watched the Spit footage.
Oh, man, he wasn't spitting. He was kissing at him. He kissed at him.
Nah, he gave it as a.
Oh, real, he was doing this. He was kissing at him like, you, I'm going to make you my woman.
Nah.
Fix me a pork chop sandwich.
You see,
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Look. All right, you know why I say that? This is why, right? So say it's me and you right here, and I spit at you.
I'm gonna be like,
No, you're not. No, you're not.
poke you in the face.
No, you're not. You gonna jump right out of that chair and tackle me to the ground and try to beat me within the inch of my life. When you feel spittle touch your face in a malicious way,
Yeah.
it's go mode.
Yeah, because the motherfucker spit on my face before on some drunk shit. Just like some, yeah, man, I love you, baby. And then you're like, man, bro, yo, stop, bro. You there, you know? But when it's malicious,
Yeah.
when it's like,
I remember when I was a young boy, a girl did that to me. You know, and now we 6 years old, 7 years old at the time. She did that. I proceeded to choke her out and spit in her face repeatedly, because it's like you can't. It's no control at that point.
yeah, man, you got spit on.
Yeah, like
Unwanted shower.
like this is saliva, loogie, if you will, loogie.
If you will.
But Chris Paul asked, this man is the president of the NBA Players Association.
Yeah, man.
You got to have some. You had to make it look like you was provoked.
I guess my biggest quarrel with the whole thing is LeBron James, man.
Yeah, boy.
Like,
yeah,
man.
man.
You got on a yellow jersey.
Yeah.
What the fuck is you doing pulling back a red jersey?
Yeah, man.
Ever.
I don't think it's enough talk about that shit. You
Right.
can't do that, man. It's gang
Scotty
gang.
couldn't have done that.
It's gang gang.
Scotty couldn't have done that. Tim Duncan couldn't have done that to David Robinson.
Man, Mike would have came in the next day. Both his hands would have been broke from breaking Scotty jaws.
You would have what?
He'd have broke both his hands punching Scotty.
Man, hell no, boy. What?
Yeah, like what you look? He my friend. No, he not. He played for that team.
He is the op. Literally. The
Opposition.
opposing
He
team.
is the opposing force. He is the opposition.
He is the opposition.
He's trying to stop you from accomplishing your ultimate goal.
of beating him.
Yes. I want to see you 360 dunk on this short nigga. Chris Paul, I want to see you cross this nigga over and make him fall.
Yeah.
Like, this is the goal.
Y'all not, no, I don't care if the clock stopped. Y'all y'all still on the opposing teams, and y'all still going, but the MVP, Nipsey Hussle.
Yep.
Nip was ready to get in.
Oh,
that
he slapped
shit.
the shit out that nigga.
He was,
Oh, no, what you talking about? I'm talking about when he
this.
slapped the nigga at the award show.
I'm talking about this fight.
What Nip do?
He stood up, pulled his pants up. Like,
Get the fuck out of here. Like he was finna run on the court?
yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
He was on the hardwood. Nipsey Hussle was standing on the hardwood, pulling his pants up, like ready to
You
go.
said he was on the what? You said it, cuz. I didn't say it. You said it.
He was courtside.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the wire.
There you go. But yeah, LeBron's definitely pulling text with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
On the real. I can't. Yeah. I can't.
But that's the thing, though. Is LeBron a black man or is LeBron like a demigod?
He's a black man. They told his ass shut up and dribble.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, he can't be no black demigod. Didn't you hear all the demigods are Greek?
Yeah. But speaking of shut up and dribble and then opening schools, did you see?
Speaking of.
Did you see Ellen scared the shit out of Diddy?
I did, and he started doing that suspect dancing.
Yeah.
He gyrated his hips and started kicking his toes. Like, come on, Diddy, man.
Man, shouts out to Diddy, though. He just opened up a third school.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw him, where did he do the announcement?
On Ellen.
Right, on Ellen. I seen that.
Boogie Down Bronx. No, it was Yeah.
It is the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
But
the
you
Bronx.
notice he still had to be the Diddy rapper. Yeah, shout out to the Bronx in the building.
The boogie down Bronx.
The biggie down Bronx. We will educate your students. Like he still had to be some Diddy in there.
Yeah, I mean, because he's Diddy.
He is Diddy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, LeBron James has always been like, I am Mr. LeBron James. Because even as an 18-year-old with $12 million in the bank,
That's some hard shit, man.
he was LeBron James.
What, because he came in at the end of his senior year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so
he's always been, though.
he was still a boy.
Like, he's never been a boy, you know? Like, even as a boy, he was like,
He had man-sized responsibilities.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he acted upon it.
Mhm.
Like, he always did that.
Well, I know one thing. Chris Paul ain't act upon Rondo decking his ass.
Man,
He
Chris Paul
decked
won
his
that
ass.
fight, man.
Man, LeBron grabbed him. He couldn't even do shit.
Man.
Like, nigga, if we fighting, don't grab me, man. Don't grab me. You better swing too. Don't grab me.
Yeah, I'm a swing. I mean, you know, I'm trying to push the other motherfucker away from you.
Nah, don't push nobody. You push his ass to the ground. LeBron gonna grab this nigga.
Bite
Let
a
them,
kneecap or something.
let them niggas fight, man. Who is you? No, I'm LeBron. I love you. Come here.
I love you.
I love
This is-
you.
This is LeBron love.
Yeah,
this is
man.
different from regular love.
Y'all niggas out here taking steroids and shit. Let it rage, baby. Let it rage.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess. I don't agree. I feel like they should have just fought. I mean, I grew up on '90s basketball. You know,
Yeah.
Sean Kemp, Dikembe Mutombo.
But you know when that
Michael
shit
Jordan.
changed.
It was Michael Jordan, Gary Payton, Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller. Charles, you forgetting Charles Oakley.
Charles Barkley.
Charles Oakley,
Oh.
Charles Barkley, Anthony Mason. Yeah, like these niggas were professional boxers that could shoot the
Yeah.
ball.
He was out there boxing for real.
Bill Lambier and all of them niggas, the
Yeah.
bad boy Pistons.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
He was a piston and a pool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Joe, do you remember Dikembe Mutombo, like, breaking niggas' noses, throwing his elbows?
Yeah.
Like, God
Yeah,
damn.
it was out there WWE in it.
Like, Shaq was like, I think Shaq could have killed somebody if he put his full weight
But
into
he never really, like, got into the fights and shit like that. Like, Shaq, he fought a couple motherfuckers.
Because look, when you feel Shaq, pause. If I'm going up to dunk and I dunk into Shaq,
Yeah.
I'm going no further.
You gonna bounce back.
Nobody wants to fight Shaq.
Yeah.
But when Shaq posts up, when you try to guard Shaq in the post, when he give you one of these,
Yeah.
that's over with.
Yeah. Shaq
over
is
with.
like pudding.
But it's not a sports show. It's not a sports show. It's a life show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So-
Man, it's a lot of real life shit that went on this week.
Wait. Let's not go to the real life shit first. Well,
I mean, we got to the fact that Teron Lue got fired.
Lulu.
Lulu.
Oh yeah. Shout out to G Herbo, by the way,
Yeah,
for
man.
opening it up for us, man. Pause. Yeah. Come on, let's talk about the Honduran horde.
Why you gotta say it like that, man? These is real people. Like, so, all right, so
I'm not saying it's not people, but it's a horde of people.
my next door neighbor, I met my next door neighbor at my job.
Yeah.
Like, I rang him up one day, got home from work, went to go pick up my girl from work. As I get in the car,
I think you told me this story before.
I see him next door, well, 2 doors down.
Right.
You know? And then I get back to work the next night, like, are you my next door neighbor?
All
He was
right,
like-
you did tell me this story.
And he was like, yeah, you live on that block? And I'm like, yeah, I live over there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so a couple nights ago, I'm like, so what's up with your people, man? Like, what's really going on? Like, tell me the truth. And he was like, man, so you got poor people making maybe $400 a month. You got the middle classes like at $1,200 a month.
Mhm.
And then you got rich people, like Lambo, zebra rich people. You know what I'm saying?
In Honduras?
In Honduras. You know what I'm saying? But
Right, because it's pretty safe to say in most first and second world countries there are rich people.
yeah, there's rich people everywhere.
Yeah.
You know? But he says Mexico shits on Honduras. Like, the middle class people in Mexico is bringing home 25 to 3K a month. You know what I'm saying? So they got, like, when you leave Honduras to go to Mexico, it's a lot better than it is in Honduras and Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know they said if you make $35,000 a year, you're in the 1% of global earnings.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
on.
Yep.
And that's
So-
legally or illegally?
Well, I imagine the statistics are taken legally, but you know, it's all ball.
So I say it's what I say you probably in the top 10% because motherfuckers is making some illegal money.
Oh yeah. If you add in the illegals, yeah.
But,
I was talking about that shit the other day. Like, man, it's way more people getting away with illegal money making than people getting caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't mean to cut you off.
But dude basically said it's either sit in Honduras and watch your family die of starvation, or take this journey and walk your ass to America. Like, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how I could say this without sounding mean or angry or like a Trump supporter, but
just sound like yourself.
Stay where you at, man. Like, try to get it in Mexico. If you can't get it in Mexico, man, go back to Honduras, man, because they're not gonna let you in America. Like, as the reason why all these bombs and shit was being found in these Democrat shit.
Oh yeah,
is because they're sending the troops down to Texas. Like, they got a human wall.
Oh yeah.
With big guns and a lot of bullets, and they're not gonna let you in.
Let me interject real quick. Shout out to Shaka Luther Garvey. This would have been the perfect episode for him to sit in on.
Yeah, man, so much stuff going on, man. But yeah, man, I understand the plight. I understand what the pilgrimage is about, because I mean, you figure motherfuckers making $400 a month. He said, man, you go to the hospital, you're guaranteed to not make it out the hospital. Going to the hospital is like going to the electric chair. There's no medicine in the hospitals. There's no money to be made on the streets. There's no money. There's no jobs. It's fucked up in Honduras. That's why they're on their way up here.
You know what? I have a perspective on this, and I'm not going to put a disclaimer or a preface on it, because it's going to be taken how it's going to be taken.
Preface, man.
Preface.
Man.
It's going to be taken how it's going to be taken, no matter what I say beforehand. It is the way of the world. There will come a time where our children or our children's children will be in the predicament where, as Americans, there is no opportunity. There is starvation. There is all of these factors, right? But
where they gonna go if we keep shitting on everybody that it's happening to now, though?
I mean, that's just by design of the world. Whoever's in power. It's like, nobody's gonna let Americans into their country for asylum unless you Julian Assange.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, where are they gonna go if we keep shitting on people?
I mean, that time has passed.
We've been shitting on Mexico for so long.
That time has passed.
And to this day, Mexico got more billionaires than America.
I guess
Mexico has higher test scores than America. Mexico has faster internet than America.
But you know what? I think that the stage has already been set. Like, there's no way that the sins of the past can be made up at this point.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think all African Americans can go to Africa? You don't think?
I don't. I really don't. But I do think that there are some places where we could go in Africa. But I don't think if there's 10,000 black people going to Africa that we will be accepted with open arms. I mean, it's just like what we was talking about before. Why do you got a gate around your house? Why do you got locks on your doors?
Because this is America.
Exactly.
But we ain't talking about America. We're talking about once shit hits the fan here, where we gonna go?
There is no asylum for America. Not in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's chickens coming home to roost for the entire world.
Yeah.
They're looking at us waiting for it to be over with.
So once it's over in America,
it's over.
It's like Mars blowing up and the aliens coming here. And
it's over.
I seen that shit on Instagram. Yeah. It was what if we lived on Mars and then we came here and the spaceships crashing in the Earth is what killed off the dinosaurs, and we came and we've been here since.
It's a very interesting theory. I love shit like that. I love
that's spooky.
You know, when we talk about that over-exaggerated sense of self-importance, man, it makes me think about America, because America is the kind of country, we see it all the time with this generation of social justice warriors. The world's problems are our problems, and to refuse someone trying to enter the country illegally is a problem now. Like, and that's what I don't understand. Like, why is it wrong for you to feel like laws should be enforced properly?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem with anybody from any other country coming into this country. I do have a problem with you not doing it the right way.
Nah, you can't see. All right, so that's what wars are made of. You know?
That it got to be war though,
Because you got
it got to be war.
on one side. Let me see if I'm geologically correct, geographically correct. On one side, you got Palestinians fighting for the Gaza Strip because that's their land, and then on the other side, you got Palestinians. Nah, I want to make sure I'm right. I want to make sure I'm right first
Well, get it, and I'm gonna talk some more while you're looking for it.
because
I just feel like there always must be war because that's the only way that humans solve problems.
Pakistanis. So Pakistan is Mexico, India is America. Like motherfuckers leave Pakistan to go to India to get a better life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, India is fucked up because it's like most of the people on the planet.
Right.
You know, but like I'm not gonna say most of the people on the planet because most of the people on the planet are like in China or like Africa or somewhere else. But yeah, it's a lot of motherfuckers in India. There's too many people.
There's
in
way
India.
too many people. You ever seen the videos of them riding the train?
Yeah,
Man, that's crazy.
No. That's China.
No. It's India
Where they
too.
pushing them in.
No, I'm talking about with people hanging off the side and riding on the top of the train. That's India.
Yeah.
But look, all right.
But that's still better than Pakistan. How Mexico is still better than Honduras. And
I understand all of that. All I'm saying is, bam, you want to go to Toronto, right?
I do want to go to Toronto.
So do you think that you can not have a passport and just walk to the Canadian border and say, man, I want to come in because I want to, and they should let you?
I mean, yeah.
But I mean, I know we talking about the reality of the situation. The reality is there are laws.
There are laws.
And laws will be enforced.
But in reality, if you tell me I can't make it past this Canadian border, I'm going to walk 3 miles that way and go through the forest. Of course,
absolutely. You know? So, I mean, all I'm saying is with your position, there will be opposition. You got to have both.
Yeah, I guess this is what I'm not talking about. The fact that Honduras is on the other side of Guatemala. They had to walk through Guatemala and Mexico to get to the United States.
Yeah. And humanly, I feel that sympathy, man. Like, this is horrible. But it's also the world. It's not a world that I created. It's not a world that you created. And it's not a world that none of us control.
Man. But I just feel like with all the cartels and the savages in Mexico, there's America's gonna do you way worse.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like Mexico is allowing you to walk through this motherfucker. They watching you walk that way and they gonna laugh at you crying while you walking back that way.
Because I look at it like this: the ghetto is a microcosm of the realities of America, right?
Of the world or just America?
Well, I mean, on a smaller scale, America, it's spreading into a global idea.
Because you got the favelas.
Let me explain. So you remember, like, you can hear, like my mother, my grandmother, they can tell you about the time where the black family was the strongest family, right? Where the father was in the household, the mother was in the household, everything was good. And then the crack era came, welfare came, everything came to break up the black family, right?
So is welfare younger than crack? Nah, right?
I think welfare was before crack.
Yeah.
But they changed it to where if a woman wanted welfare and like subsidized housing, they couldn't have a man living with them.
Because a man was supposed to be your subsidized housing and your welfare.
So those things happened. And then in the absence of the father, we have the big homie, right?
Wow.
So
hold on. Let me cut you off right quick.
Okay.
So is welfare the reason why the black woman don't need no man?
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that just blew my fucking mind, man.
So in absence of the father, what do you have? You have the big homie, right?
But even if you have a dad in your house and you go to college with a girl that had to struggle and y'all roommates,
yeah.
she really didn't have a man. So she made it this far without a man. So she literally didn't need a man. But everything you got was from your father.
It's a mentality.
Now it's just like, I don't need no man because she didn't need no man. And she did the same thing I did.
It's
not realizing that you only made it this far because you had both parents in your house.
Mm-hmm. See, and that lends to the point I'm trying to make. So once they take the father out of the home, you get the big homie outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the big homies...
He's been outside because he can't go in the crib.
Right. So the big homies outside create progress and change in their neighborhood. You know, your Larry Hoovers, your Jeff Forts, right? Mm-hmm. What do they do to them?
They gone.
They gone, right? So in absence of them, you're either going to suckle on the teat of your white daddy or you're going to have nothing. And that is the microcosm of what America is.
Damn.
They're going to take everything from you to the point where you're going to get it from me or you're not going to get nothing. You know, but capitalism is still the rule of the day. But the have-nots will have not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The have-nots will not have.
Yeah.
Unless you have nots.
Exactly. So, you know, with the Honduran exodus, it's kind of like watching what happened with Cuba in the 80s.
So I wonder.
And we see what happened in Miami.
Yeah.
Like they destroyed Miami.
That's what they trying not to let happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's not going to happen because if you look at the border states, you got New Mexico, Arizona, California, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's 4 states and they already got crazy laws. They got stop and frisk brown laws,
stupid laws. A lot of brown people have died because of those laws.
Yeah. And they locked up for life, missing their family members and. People that had no idea about what black people was going through in America got here and it's happening to them. Mm-hmm. You know, like, it's crazy, man.
So speaking of,
I don't think that it's going to be a good thing.
I don't think it can end good because it didn't start good. It was never good.
I mean, it was good in Guatemala. It was good in southern Mexico. It was good in the middle of Mexico.
Oh, it's going to get really bad when they get up there.
Now it's getting bad.
Oh, you going to see occupancy in your local Walmarts.
Man. I mean, see, that's what I'm thinking. Like, Chicago is in such a sweet spot. Like, who's going to come to Chicago?
Canadians.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing great compared to Honduran, Guatemalan, Mexican, South American Southerners.
Well, you know, this is like the Underground Railroad. The white people in Chicago is probably saying that.
Like, we don't get earthquakes or tornadoes.
We have had earthquakes.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
Oh, yeah, we did have that little one, right?
And we had a tornado, too.
Yeah, but that was like in the burbs. Like,
we felt residual effects.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we don't get earthquakes, and we don't get, hurricanes and mudslides.
So I'm thinking like
forest fires, and then we don't get hit with all this shit from Central and South America that comes up to the borders.
I'm thinking that I think that if they do make it into the country, there will be a severe lack of opportunity, and that lack of opportunity will lead to kind of the ends justify the means type of mentality. And that can be never good for introducing new people into a new society.
I guess what I'm saying is look at the smaller picture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what is the smaller picture?
The smaller picture is be grateful for what you have. Mm-hmm. If you have a home to live in, if you have a steady employment, if you have food, if your children are clean and fed, and you have clothes and they have shoes on their feet, like be grateful for that. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying don't want more out of life. I'm just saying, man, when they get here and they need somewhere to go, if they're not physically taking your job, don't be on the side of the people saying they're taking all the jobs.
They took our jobs.
Because if you a motherfucker that's out there saying they're taking all the jobs, you probably called off of work to come out here and say they're taking all the jobs. Yep. You have a job.
Yep.
be grateful for the job you have. You know, like, and if there's something that you're not willing to do that they're willing to do, if the box factory pays more, go work at the box factory. But if you don't want to work at the box factory, let them have that job.
You know, I think about this, what you saying, right? Now that's all well and good, but I can name you industries where minorities thrived in this country that have been taken over by some form of amnesty or illegal immigration.
Like who?
So, I heard a statistic. I didn't research it myself, but I heard this statistic. Right? If I'm wrong, I'll correct it later. But maintenance and custodial was a occupation that was 85% African American male.
Wow.
Now you know what percentage African American males take up in that occupation now?
What?
About 30%.
But now, at the same time, does this have to do with Reagan's crack laws and Clinton's
No.
3 strike laws?
No.
Like the fact that there's just less African American males to cover the jobs?
Not at all.
Does it have to do with the fact that more African American males are graduating college and getting better jobs? Does it have to do with, like, there's a lot of things that go into black men just not wanting to be janitors anymore?
I mean, you could say that, but at the same time, you and I both know plenty of black men that would love to be janitors.
Yeah. See, now I work at a not so great job, and my boss is always looking to hire new people.
Right.
And I'm like, man, all my guys make more money than me. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's not one of my guys that don't make more money than me. You know?
Right.
And I don't know anybody who doesn't have a job right now. Me personally. Now, like I've said on many occasions, I have a very small circle because humans piss me off. But
humans do suck. People suck.
I don't know anybody who doesn't have a better job than me. But I might, if I really think about it and we have the conversation, I might know 1 or 2 deadbeat dads. Mm-hmm. Like I know plenty. All the guys I know take care of their kids.
I know plenty.
You know, and that's just me being ignorant to the actual what's really going on. Yeah. You know, like, but as far as I know, any man that I know that has kids takes care of them. Mm-hmm. Me, my brother, you, Arlo, like, if they don't live in the house with the kid, they're paying out the ass.
Nigga, the seed is getting watered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By them.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I just feel like, man, if you have a job, man, be grateful for your job.
I agree with that.
Secure your job. Make sure that you're putting food in your kid's mouth and save some money, man. Put the money in the bank or put the money in the Nike box.
Put it under your mattress.
Yeah, you know, like, just save the money.
Because it take money to make money.
You know? like we said earlier, it's a lot of, you say 35K get you in the 1%.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, if you're doing it illegally, man, put that shit away. Because as a person who has lived illegally in the past, I ain't doing shit right now. But when I was living illegally, it was definitely easy come, easy go.
Oh, nigga, I couldn't tell you what the fuck I did with all that money.
Man,
I couldn't tell you what I did with it.
Right? It was like,
I don't know.
Like when you see the police do a sting and they lift up the mattress and it's just hundreds in the mattress. It's like, wow, how were you able to save all that money? Like,
that shit was gone out the door. If it wasn't going into a re-up, that shit was gone.
Man, I was eating Jimmy Polishes.
Man.
I was in fucking TJ Maxx and Marshalls every day.
Let's buy liquor for the block. All that.
I ain't got no drawers. We got to go to Walmart.
Sacks on me.
Fuck buying Tide. I'm buying drawers.
So we've been on. That's deep. Before we go to the next thing, I just want to say, man, boys go to the t-shirt store, men go to Walmart.
Yeah.
All right. So look, speaking of all this hardship and plight in country, somebody need to take Megyn Kelly and tie her to a chair and put on Spike Lee's Bamboozled because this bitch out of line.
Oh man, Joe. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all what we gonna do while we're editing.
Okay.
We're gonna put on Bamboozle.
We are.
I've never seen it.
I have Bamboozled, and it's a spectacular movie.
Is it really that good?
Yes. So Bamboozle was like so you know about blackface and minstrel shows, right?
Yeah.
So that was the only way black people could get work in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
So what happened is there was a content creator that couldn't create anything that stuck. You know what I'm saying? So his job was to create a show so insensitive that he would be fired and let out of his contract so he could create the content that he wanted to create independently.
And that one ended up sticking.
But it ended up sticking. And this was a new age minstrel show. So, yeah.
Man.
Somebody needs to take Megyn Kelly and tie her to a chair and show her that because she's just all the way out of line. And for some reason, she felt like it was okay to try and justify cultural insensitivity.
You don't know the reason? So you don't know the reason?
Oh, I have my thoughts.
See, my hat's black.
Yeah.
What color is your hat?
Gold?
So I'm just going to go out on the limb and say the red hat is the reason.
Oh, see, come on, man. I don't want to... See, I would...
I'm not saying the guy that made the red hat is the reason.
No.
I'm saying the red hat is the reason.
Now I understand that. Now look, let me ask you a question since we own this. I like that. I like where we at. So I think that Megyn Kelly, she may be whatever she may be, but I don't think this action qualifies to call her a racist person. Ignorance and insensitivity is different than being racist.
All right. Insensitivity.
It's like what you was telling me before the podcast started.
Yeah, we're not going there, man. But
we should, but we won't.
We won't.
But we should.
Look. We said what in insensitivity?
I said cultural insensitivity and ignorance does not necessarily make you a racist.
But you're a news anchor.
That don't mean shit.
That don't make you...
News is a TV show,
I feel
man.
like you can't be ignorant and be a news reporter. Like,
bruh, they're not journalists.
But you can't be ignorant because the shit goes through you. Shit comes from the source, goes through you to the public.
So you never seen an ignorant reporter before. Now, ignorant journalism is not to be tolerated. But the person reporting the news, they have no obligation
you can't shoot the messenger
for moral integrity.
Yeah, you don't shoot the messenger.
They're pundits. They're talking heads.
Yeah,
they just say shit.
But
that's the slippery slope that I always get in trouble for talking about. It's
I guess you know what I don't understand is the money part. You know, like you're making enough money to not be ignorant. But I guess
money makes you more ignorant.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I guess in order to have that much money, you have to be ignorant.
Look. So we have a friend. You know this friend. This friend makes a lot of money, right? So we often talk about this friend and what this friend could do and what this friend should do. But in order for this friend to be the person that he is, he has to have the put the weed in the bag mentality. That's the only thing he can focus on. He can't focus on being sensitive. He can't focus on the problems of others. He got to focus on getting that motherfucking weed in that bag.
Okay.
And that's it.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, I mean, money doesn't increase your sense. Because you look at Donald Trump.
It doesn't increase your sensitivity at all. Joe, all right.
Look at Adam Silver. Not Adam Silver, but Sterling.
I want to go back to Donald Trump.
Let's do it.
Now, did you see? I don't know what I saw. I don't know what I felt. But when Donald Trump was in that room full of young black kids and he was talking to them, and I saw that genuine smile on his face, and he was glad to be there and happy to be there.
Right.
Like, low key, he melted my heart.
I've been trying to tell I've been taking the slings and the arrows for trying to say, man, I don't think Donald Trump is racist, man.
Like, he had that room full of black kids and they was all loving him, and he just loved the black kids that was loving him, and it was just like, wow, am I really watching this on TV right now?
And you should understand that there's a stark contrast because you've been in those rooms before. There's a stark contrast between being ignorant and being willfully hateful.
Yeah, see, I don't think Donald Trump hates anybody. Like, after that, man, like...
I think he bleeds American flag.
Yeah.
That's the whole problem. And people in America have come to the point where they can hide their dirty laundry. They don't have to look in the mirror and face who they are as Americans.
Yeah, like I seen a video of him getting on Air Force One. It was raining, so he had the black umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Walked up to the door, threw that bitch on the floor, and walked in. And
Walked to the door, throw that bitch on the floor.
And that was the first 15 seconds of this 40-second video.
Yeah.
And the next 25 seconds is just the umbrella sitting there on the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's not gonna come back for the fucking umbrella. He's not Barack Obama. He's fucking Donald Trump. Like, he was worth $9 billion before he ran for presidency.
Listen, beyond it being Donald Trump and Barack Obama, this is the fucking president.
I'm just saying, like, you see Barack Obama. Barack Obama was probably the poorest president coming in. You know what I'm saying? You got Bush. He was an oil man before he became president. His daddy was an oil man.
What about like Kennedy or the Roosevelts?
So you don't know that the Kennedys
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
So
I'm asking because I don't know.
The Kennedys were the biggest bootleggers. It was the Kennedys versus the Capones.
That's that illegal money we was talking
about.
Yeah.
The Kennedys had very illegal money.
What about the Roosevelts?
I don't go back that far.
Okay.
I only go back to the 60s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? you got Ronald Reagan and them, who was actual movie stars with big money in their pocket before they came. We got, I don't know where the Clintons came from.
See, I like this. You know what I like? I like the fact that we can sit here and have rational conversations and come up with common sense answers. You know how you can listen to this podcast and the wrong person listening would say we were Trump supporters. But that's not what it is. We sitting down and breaking down the facts and looking at what's real instead of what's on TV.
Like, as far as presidents go, I feel like Obama was one of the poorest presidents coming into office. You know, and of course, Trump, a 9-time billionaire, is gonna leave the umbrella outside.
11 heart transplants.
Because somebody's gonna come get the fucking umbrella because that's what the fuck he pays everybody to be around him for.
And as a president, you shouldn't have to go back to get the umbrella.
As the president of America, America is great, and you do what you gotta do. You put yourself up by the bootstraps.
Bruh, that's a national security risk.
And as a billionaire, you know, you pay motherfuckers to do that millionaire shit.
I don't want my president to do anything that's going to jeopardize him not being president.
Now you sound like Kanye in the Oval Office.
I'm talking about...
I want my president to be the dopest. Well, we don't use words like dope. We don't use
I'm
words
talking about
connotations.
I'm talking about any president, even Barack Obama. Like, if somebody throw their frisbee over the gate in the White House, I don't want Barack Obama going to get the frisbee.
Your ass been listening to Yellow Beezy, huh? In the White House.
In the White House.
In the White House.
You know what I'm saying? Obama was killed by an exploding frisbee because he was trying to show he wasn't privileged and he pulled himself up by his bootstrap. Fuck that, man. I want you to get on Air Force One and be secure, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you can't put the office of president in line with Instagram people and celebrities because it's not the same thing.
Yeah, man. That's something I wanted to talk about.
What?
So, old dude that got killed by the Saudi Arabian people in Turkey.
Right, the journalist, right?
Yeah.
He was a reporter.
His wife says she ain't coming to the White House unless America does something about his murder. So I was just thinking about how during the whole Kanye Trump thing, people were saying how Obama made White House like the hottest club to get into. And everybody wanted to go to the White House. And I got my Obama picture. You know,
you saying Trump turned the White House into the Green Dolphin?
Yeah, basically, like the Cubs didn't go when they won the World Series.
Yeah,
the Golden State didn't go when they won.
The Patriots didn't go.
And don't nobody want to go to the White House. Yeah. Everybody's just giving the White House a big middle finger.
Fuck that, I go. If Eazy-E went, I go.
Eazy-E went for Ronald Reagan because Ronald Reagan was a movie star.
Man, Ronald Reagan put crack in the hood.
Man,
Trump ain't did nothing as bad as that.
I'm going to be the ignorant person who doesn't know anything.
Let's do it.
How did Ronald Reagan put crack in the hood?
So you don't know about him and Oliver North?
I've heard the name Oliver North in a lot of rap songs.
So him and Oliver North concocted a plan to fund their private war, and that was by transporting cocaine for the Colombians.
All right, so now who are they trying to go to war with?
They were trying to overthrow the government in, I don't know which country, so I'm not going to say it, but they were trying to fund a private war, and they were transporting cocaine for for Colombia. Watch American Made. American Made will tell you everything with Tom Cruise. But it was advantageous for them to put crack cocaine in the hood because that furthered their plot of say no to drugs and to create the drug war and to make money.
So Say No to Drugs came out around the same time as crack cocaine?
That was his wife. No, that was Barbara Bush that said just say no.
Yeah. All right, but Barbara Bush came after.
So you look up, just do your research on Oliver North, Ronald Reagan, the real Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Barry something. Look up that movie American Made with Tom Cruise. Now to tell you the whole thing.
My girl left the beef on warm. I finna go make me Italian.
Straight from Talia. Yeah, but how did we make it here? How did we get here?
We was talking about
you said talking about the crack wars.
Yeah, you said something about presidents, and then I said no, black hat, gold hat, red hat.
Oh, we was talking about Megyn Kelly.
Yeah,
right. So yeah, she lost her show or whatever,
but she's still walking away with $69 million.
She should get her money as an employee.
And fuck that.
See, it's a slippery slope though. You can't have it one way and then complain about it when it's on the other foot.
See, I guess if we were white men and she was a black woman, we would like put a hit out on her. You're not gonna get those $69 million.
We'll talk about her thick thighs.
She got thick thighs?
No, if she was a black woman.
Like
white men talk about Michelle Obama.
Hey man, Michelle Obama is a hot mama. Hey, and I think she went to high school with my mama. Like, there's so many questions, man, that I would never get the answers to. You know?
Yeah. So, all right. So let's end Megyn Kelly. You got what you deserved.
What if Michelle Obama knows my mama? Like, oh yeah, she was the girl in my woo woo class that did woo woo woo.
So you're gonna be in a Get Fit commercial. You exercise for 60 minutes a day. Yeah, but Megyn Kelly, I think she got what she deserved. But I think if the black people that notice her cultural insensitivity want to make a difference, they should make an attempt to educate her.
See, you said the same thing about Jason Van Dyke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, how are these people going to get in contact with her? One, and
it's a very small circle.
And how
very small
would they
group of
educate her?
That's not on me to figure out.
I mean, like,
but you know,
who she knows? She probably knows Shannon Sharp,
right? You know,
coming through with the Hennessy in the woods.
I say that to say the problem doesn't get fixed until there is education and knowledge and understanding.
You see, but now, is it them educating her, or is it them diseducating and then re-educating the people that educated her?
That I'm not sure about. All I know is there needs to be a conversation with her. There needs to be a conversation.
Like, she's one, but you learn in classrooms. You learn in family settings. Like, you learn more than one at a time. More than one person is learning this lesson at the same time.
Yeah, but you can't re-educate a cultural mentality. You have to go on case-by-case basis.
That's the nuance. Like, so Megyn Kelly's not good, but somebody else is good.
I mean, she's not necessarily bad neither.
No, I'm saying like, not saying not good as in she's a bad person. I'm saying like, this is a case that we need to go on a one-by-one case. Somebody else like Amy Schumer is all good, but somebody like Roseanne is bad. But somebody like, you know, like each case, George Zimmerman is not good. We gotta case by case fix this one and fix that. I mean,
because it gotta be nuanced. It gotta be.
Why, man?
Because, man, life is not black and white.
Why can't it just be like, this is my power staff? Boof. And everybody knows everything.
It's even nuanced in Wakanda, man. It
No,
took
it's
an
not.
it took
No,
an
it's
American
not.
it took an American black it took an American black named Killmonger to bring the nuance to Wakanda. Go and put it on. Go and put it on. I'm gonna switch topics on your ass. All right, so what else happened here? Oh. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Roman Reigns, man, of the WWE. He announced his diagnosis of leukemia. We just hope for a recovery for him, man. Take your time and get your rest. As a longtime wrestling fan, man, my thoughts and prayers are with you. My son loves you, man. Reads your comic and all of that. So get better soon, man. Get better soon.
What kind of shit is that?
Now look at this jerk. I'm afraid right now. I feel like Megyn Kelly.
You should.
Okay. So moving right along, you want to be all pro-black and shit. Let's talk about Michael Coulter.
Who's that?
Michael Coulter is Luke Cage.
Ah.
I'm Luke Cage and I'm Michael Coulter at the same time. So Michael Coulter, last week we talked about Luke Cage being canceled. So this nigga Michael Coulter came out and voiced his opinion about the cancellation of his show, right?
What's his name? Man, what's his name?
So look, I'm gonna read the tweet. So Michael Coulter went on Twitter. I'm gonna read it in my Michael Coulter voice. I ain't did this in a minute.
Yeah, man. You do that while I find this guy's name.
Okay. Luke Cage represented something more than just entertainment. Marvel's Luke Cage added to our social commentary and made viewers think that by challenging the norm and putting out a character that reflected the everyday hero, one with flaws, strength, and everything in between. I am forever grateful to Marvel and Netflix for letting me portray such a prolific character, and thanks to the amazing fans. As one door closes, another has opened. With the birth of my second daughter, born this week. A lot of great memories. Time to make more. Always forward, always. Okay.
Man, I can't.
So do you think Marvel's Luke Cage added to our social commentary and made viewers think by challenging the norm and putting out a character that reflected the everyday hero, one with flaws, strengths, and everything in between?
I feel like Mike Coulter is this guy that I can't think of. Who's the guy with the wacky sweatpants, man?
Terry Crews?
No. The wacky sweatpants. It goes on all the goes on Ellen a lot, and he goes on Rachel Ray. And...
Bro, when you say wacky sweatpants, you just lose me.
It's not Mike Epps.
I understand what Michael Coulter is saying about.
No, man, you can't be out here having white babies and all this white power love.
Oh shit!
Talking about some.
Now you taking it somewhere that I wasn't prepared to go.
Hey, man, no.
Hey, I'm listening.
You can't do that and that at the same time. You can't say, "Hey, you're not pro black people, nigga. You ain't pro black people."
Oh wow.
That's it.
Wow. A little racist there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, how you gonna have a white baby?
Don't bring it here, dude. Black power. Ungawa.
You can't do that. You can't do both. You can't supple at their teeth and then say that they're not being nice to you.
So Malcolm X was biracial.
Yeah.
And
so am I.
And right, so I don't understand the connection you're trying to make.
I guess it's just maybe he was getting backlash from his family or his Twitter feed or somewhere else that made him say those things. Mm-hmm. But I don't really believe that he meant that.
It do sound like a vanilla statement, like he's just saying it because
I think that was
they expected him to say something like that.
I think that was his way of announcing his child.
He used his show cancellation as a vehicle for his interracial child.
Yeah,
wow.
Which was very...
That's a great observation.
Was very out of taste. Like, what was untasteful?
So you think this tweet was in bad taste?
Yeah, in bad taste is what I'm trying to say.
Because he's using the culture.
Yeah.
That's one way to look at it. That is one way to look at it.
I don't think that was I don't agree with that.
So I enjoyed season 1 of Luke Cage. Season 2 wasn't that great. They used fake Jamaicans and they shooting the show in Harlem. Like,
there's a lot of Jamaicans in Harlem.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Jamaicans in Southside Jamaica, Queens.
So let's do the Luke Cage reboot. Get Killer Cam get freaky ziki.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Yeah.
I mean that, but we was just talking about the first Purge and how none of the Wu-Tang Clan was in the first Purge.
That we was, and it was on Staten Island.
It was on Staten Island. They
Hey.
had no Ghostface, no Method Man. No...
I'm gonna need Method Man to make a statement. Johnny, what are your thoughts?
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze, ain't a damn thing changed. Yeah, so all right, what do we got? We got a couple more things. Adam 22. Adam fucking 22.
You got a legal age in your name. What the fuck, bro?
Savage.
What the fuck, bro?
Hey, look. So for those of you who don't know, Adam 22 is a former member of the skateboard community. He has a long interview format, huh?
Who was he signed to?
I'm trying to find it right now. I get it, but he was a part of. He now has the long format interview series, No Jumper. You might have seen the interview where Boom Gang fell out and hit his head against the wall.
Yeah,
that was on Adam 22. That was on No Jumper.
I seen that one. Then I seen the one where he was interviewing the Asian Crips.
Right. When he was walking through
Asian
the hood, right?
is real with it.
Yeah,
they do not fuck around.
Yeah, but this mark Adam 22. He came a bunch of racist and sexist and what do you call it? Pervertial,
nah.
Pedophilia, pedophilic tweets came out. I'll read a couple. All right. One says,
how you scroll back to the girl was 15 and she looked better when she was 15.
Another says, pussy is the opposite of fine wine. It tastes worse with age.
I don't believe that because there's a lot of pussy 19-year-olds out there who don't realize how to wash their pussy till they 22.
There's a lot of aunties out here, man, know what they doing.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, so...
And this coming from the auntie killer.
Hey, they used to call me auntie killer. Yeah? All right. Yeah, another one, it said, just looked at my Facebook and saw my ex is now engaged. Then a text from a 19-year-old containing naked pics popped up. I'm glad I'm me. That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, she's 19. He's 22.
Yeah. Macklemore beats a ton of actual black people for a rap award. This is worse than the Zimmerman thing. I would rather sexually harass than have sex. I would almost rather sexually harass than have sex.
No, see, all of those are just like
he's saying it. He's saying it in jest.
But get to the nasty shit, man.
Yeah. Okay.
To the I'm gonna create a dating site for small kids.
Oh, hanging out with my niggas.
Yeah, so you just saying a bunch of.
Brendan and I are developing a new dating site for little kids. Tagline for kids that just want to have sex.
Yeah. Like, that's bad.
I'd rather bang a 15-year-old in the ass than be president. I'd rather bang a 15-year-old in the ass than win the lottery.
These are bad.
Yeah.
Like, you say my nigga on Twitter. You didn't really say, you just spelt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say Macklemore beat a bunch of actually black rappers that's worse than Zimmerman. Yeah, you being white and funny. But when you start fucking with little kids.
My advice to any young girls out there, sleep with much, much older men.
That's bad.
Yeah. So
you feel me? Like,
no. I understand.
Like
I understand.
The stuff he was reading.
There's a difference between bad and insensitive.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get straight to the bad shit and gloss over the insensitive.
I mean, insensitive.
I want to paint an even canvas.
I guess
I just don't want to make the man seem like.
So I just hop sides.
What?
Because on Megyn Kelly, I was like, that's bad. Mm-hmm. But on him, I'm like, oh, that's insensitive, but that's bad.
Yeah. See, that you know what that's called?
What?
Nuance.
Yeah, that fucking word.
Yeah, so
I guess that's your saving grace, huh?
Yep, my saving grace. So his response was, here's what happened. I made a bunch of offensive tweets 10 years ago when the internet was a very different place and nobody knew who I was. I'm not racist and I never hooked up with anyone who wasn't of age. Sorry to anyone that got offended. I still love you. Adam 22 doubled back with a response after the news of the tweet made waves, adding, well, I guess this is my first week of being canceled. What should I do with myself? So this is the internet, and this is America.
The American internet.
So we're getting to the point where this is the conversation that we had last week, the sins of the past. Like, should this be catching up with him in this way if he hasn't committed a crime?
No, it shouldn't. You're right. This should not catch up with him in this way. Like, he shouldn't be canceled, but people should definitely look at him different. Like, you don't want to make fun. You know what jokes not to make in front of this guy now.
You might not want to let him babysit for you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if he still does good interviews and he's still knowledgeable about what he's doing, then yeah, let him keep doing what he's doing. But yeah, you know, I guess that's the difference between now and 10 years ago. Was that now you can't now you don't look at people anymore.
Right.
You know, now you look at your phone.
Exactly. There is no nuance. It's only words on a page.
There is no looking at him different. Oh, I'm gonna look at him differently. No. Now it's just like I'm not gonna look at him at all.
Right, because you can't have gray with words.
Yeah.
Right.
The words are the letters.
The words are black and white.
Literally.
Holy shit. High five.
You made a fact.
I did. This is my first time making a fact, y'all.
Yes, the words are black and white.
Look, so, all right, I want you to rap Adam 22 because I want you to give your opinion on the bombs this week.
All right, so as far as Adam 22 goes, I feel like we should look at him differently. But I also feel like I was born in 1985, and people who don't know what looking at him differently means were born after 1995. You know what I'm saying? I'm 33? Yeah. So there's a lot.
We're talking about all the 2000 babies.
There's 5 years of people who can vote who were born after 1995. You know, and yeah, man, we gotta. As far as growing up goes, man, you gotta listen to your fucking parents, man. Yeah, man. Because your parents know things. Your parents saw a totally different world than you saw.
And they raised your funky ass.
Yeah, they went out and made the money to pay for all the shit that you want. You know what I'm saying? So they know things that you don't know. And when you think you know it all, your parents know better.
And your parents want better for you.
And your grandparents, they're not just stupid old people that smell funny. They're actually very smart people that have been through situations. They've been through every situation you've been through.
Look, shout out to my grandma. My grandma seen World War II, the Vietnam War, the Korean War, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Barack Obama, and Donald Trump.
My grandma ain't see Barack Obama, or my mama.
All
didn't
of
see
it.
Barack Obama either, but
Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
Let me tell you something about my grandma.
Okay.
My grandma was the first person on the block with a freezer. She was the first ice lady on the block.
Sheesh.
Ice lady.
Ice lady.
Like, she was literally making Tupperware full of ice, freezing it, boop, selling blocks of ice so people could take that home and refrigerate their vegetables and shit.
That's a good look.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she was always a hustler, but that was like, yeah, she was getting money back in the day. Like, so from growing up in the Dominican Republic with that to getting to America and paying my AOL bill, like, that's how far she made it. She made it from selling ice to paying for AOL internet service. Like, that's far.
Yeah. So,
like, so to say that, so this whole, he touched me, he pushed me, that little black boy put his hand on my butt. And then you got the camera saying that the little black boy didn't put his hand on your butt. Like, grow the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Like, put your feet in the dirt. Feel the earth. Like, you are not the end all be all of your life. Like, once you die, the shit's still gonna go. Like, I watched my mother pass away. And I still had to go to school. I still had to graduate. My sister, my brother had to still eat. And motherfuckers still needed shoes.
You still had to grow the fuck up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched my grandma pass away, and this building still got to be here. You know what I'm saying? This building is still here, and there's still lights on in the building because life goes on. Like, no matter what you think is going on, or no matter how hard you think your life is, or, you know what I'm saying, like, how bad shit is, Bill Cosby touched all these women. All these Hondurans are coming up here from down there. Motherfucker, you still got a job. You still doing your thing. You still paying your bills, washing your clothes, eating good food.
There are grocery stores.
There are still grocery stores. And the Kroger didn't shut down when the 2 black people got killed the day that they were sending out these fucking bombs and they found the guy.
There you go.
Testify.
Pastor Black. Everybody.
Like, no, but for real, like, man, the day that these... All right, so what I want to talk about is the fact that the day that they found the bomber that sent the bombs to the Clintons and the Obamas and the Bobby
Senator
De Niro,
Cory Booker and Robert De Niro and George Soros.
a white man walked into Kroger and killed 2 black people minutes after he tried to walk into a black church and just mass murder everybody, but they wouldn't let him in.
Wow, the shooter was going into the synagogue and murdering 11 people.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I mean, you just killed it with that. I don't know where you're going with that.
No, I was just saying that the dude that shot up.
This was the day before this.
Oh, I thought they were happening at the same time. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, this was the day before that.
The church interrupting the sermon. Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, man, your life is not that important in the grand scheme of things.
You're goddamn right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to make sure that the people around you are good. Like, because they got to make sure you're good. But at the same time, you got the Michael Coulters, you know what I'm saying, out here saying, oh, Black Lives this, Black Lives Matter. Of course, Black Life matters.
Yeah.
That's why Megyn Kelly lost her job. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers like Adam.22 who are out here being very insensitive. Like Megyn Kelly, who also lost his job this week. But then you got real bombers out here sending bombs to cover up the fact that we're sending troops down to the Mexican border to stop these Hondurans from coming up here.
And these are all real people.
Yes, these are all real. Everything
with real
that's going on
families
is
and
real.
real consequences.
Like, man, it's yeah, man. The whole world is intertwined.
Yep.
So when I say, you have to look at a person differently. You have to learn from people's actions and treat them accordingly, and look at a person differently. It's you have to keep living your life. Adam.22 fucking with little 15-year-olds doesn't stop you from going to work in the morning. You go to work and talk about him. Megyn Kelly doing what she do isn't going to stop you from going to the grocery store and buying your steak or your salmon. Yeah. You're still going to go to the grocery store and talk to the butcher about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Bill Cosby not getting a retrial isn't going to stop you from going to Payless and buying shoes because you can't afford to go to Foot Locker.
Wait. Not to cut you off, but I just wanted to say something about Bill Cosby, right? So I was talking to someone and we were talking about him not being denied a retrial, right? A new trial. So they're claiming corruption and things of that nature, and the topic of sympathy came up. That's been the running theme since the sentencing. It's been sympathy. So
that's the word I'm preaching on right now.
Yeah, I know, but I just wanted to say something about that particular interaction that I had with Bill Cosby. Well, with someone speaking about Bill Cosby, right? And it really came into perspective for me. Like, Bill Cosby has to do, a year, maybe a year and a half in jail.
I thought it was like 3 because it was 10 minus all the time served.
No, but he's not serving 85%. He's only serving whatever it is. So he'll end up doing half. So a year and a half at the most, right? Bill Cosby is still hundreds of millions of dollars richer. When he gets out of jail, we'll never see or hear from him again. Bill Cosby will still have some semblance of his life as a hundreds of millionaire.
Yeah.
That will live a life better than anything that most people could imagine.
Yeah.
And that's what put it in perspective to me when you said Bill Cosby getting denied trial is not what's important.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that because that struck me when I really thought about it. People making a fuss over this multi-millionaire having some trouble.
Yeah, and you still are only going to drink clean water at the water machine when you're talking about this. Because when you get home, you get the bullshit out the sink. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just, even your landlord doesn't make as much money as the people that you're talking about.
Yep.
You know, and it's fucked up, man.
Like, as far as wealth goes, we talking about first world people from our third world couches.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's deep, man.
But we're really at the bottom. Just the fact that we have this table and this Halloween tablecloth and these lights and these cameras and these phones and these laptops, we're at the bottom of the first world. I saw a video. It was third world people reading first world tweets. And it was like a little girl in Africa in an abandoned building saying, "My Avion water tastes like shit." Or a little kid in a fucking wasteland saying, "This internet sucks." You know, but it's like, you see this kid in what he's actually going through, reading, just saying what somebody told him to say.
It shows the absurdity
Of first world problems. Like, Bill Clinton didn't get a retrial. Harvey Weinstein is losing counts every day. Every day a woman retracts her statements.
A man said some shit, typed some shit that wasn't on the up and up 10 years ago.
Yeah. Like, I mean, by all means, Adam 22 is not the person that I'm defending.
No. But I understand the point that you're making. Like, man, look, let's keep the small shit small.
Yeah, let's not blow it out of proportion.
Yeah.
You know? Like, once shit gets out of proportion, it gets stupid. And it becomes more than what it is.
We so stupid right now. America's so fucking stupid. Because we worried about what kind of hat Kanye West is wearing.
Yeah. But at the same time, Kanye
West... it's Kanye West, man.
And you know... All right, so we've had this argument before. We had this discussion before. Who's more famous, Kanye West or Kim Kardashian? You know? Like, do we only care that Kanye West has the MAGA hat on because he's married to Kim Kardashian?
I doubt America would care as much if there was no Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, right?
Kanye West would still be doing songs with Mos Def and Common.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's this small shit. I mean, Kim Kardashian got a big old ass, but it's still small in comparison to the real problems of the world. You know?
Speaking of the real problems of the world, I'd like to make an announcement if you don't mind. I'm afraid, people. The month of November, I'll be taking it to the max.
Oh, man. I don't know if I want to do it with him, man. I'm scared, y'all.
So, I was on the fence, but I guess since I'm announcing it on the show, I have to go through with it.
You have to do it now.
So, November is also known as Movember. And I've decided to take up a pledge. I'm trying to raise $200 for awareness of men's health issues, namely prostate cancer, colon cancer, and testicular cancer.
Man, the one that got me most was suicide. I did not know that every hour we lose 60 men to suicide.
And also men's mental health. So in Movember, what you do is shave all the hair off your face. All of it. Mustache, beard, everything. And grow your mustache through the month of November. In essence, you're changing your face to change the face of men's health. This year, I will be participating. I am devastatingly afraid, and that is more reason for you to donate. So once the Movember campaign kicks off, I'll be making posts, putting links to my Movember donation page up, and you can go there and give from a good place for a good cause, man. And you get to see me with the booty face.
The booty face.
I ain't seen my chin in 20 years.
Me neither, man.
Yeah, man. So...
my uncle told me to cut my shit off when I was like 14, 15. Like, get that bullshit off your face. I'm like, nope. It's here. It's here to stay. It's literally been here to stay since. I cut my shit off once in high school, I think, by accident, because I shaved like up to my booty chin dimple. And then that was like it.
So I'm looking forward to the scorn and arrows I will receive, and also looking forward to making some money for this shit, man.
Pew, pew.
Yep. So
man, I got pissed, man.
I mean,
Is it time to get back to these students?
Yeah, I think it's time. Go. Let's give it a proper wrap.
All right, proper rap.
All right, so next week we got episode 26.
Yeah.
Today, I am dedicated to getting this fucking sticker paper so I can make some more stickers.
Woo.
Yeah, and we'll be back next week with a fresh show. Hopefully we'll have a guest. We were supposed to have a lounge talk, but it didn't pan out. But we're gonna try and get somebody else. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching. As always, we'll be back next week. But in the meantime,
I got to piss.
hey,
Time to get back to these students.
Double salute.